Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your love reading for August 2018. I've already shuffled the deck and laid out your 9 card spread. So I appreciate you being back here. If you do like the reading, I hope that you'll like it and share and subscribe. So just like jumping right into your reading without a further ado, as I see your cards in the past, which is the upper row, and I kind of read them all together though, even not just the row. But in the past, your first card is the Queen of Pentacles, and next is the Page of Swords, and third is the Four of Wands. And I would say, as I read the energy, that many of you in the recent past have had an opportunity to be in a relationship that has been very loving and very secure and feeling almost rather stable and idyllic in a way. I see the Queen of Pentacles being your energy, even though it's an earth sign, and Scorpio, your water sign, taking this as your energy, first card out of the deck. And she's very peaceful, contemplative, and she's really coveting her pentacle, and she's got animals around her, and she's feeling very peaceful. And with the Four of Wands in that same energy stream, it seems like there's been an established relationship. It wouldn't be recent, it would be somewhat established, where you see uneven footing, and it's a nice and loving relationship. The Page of Swords coming in between is connoting to me kind of a big truth. There's some kind of big element that stands between you and this other person you're in a relationship with. That there could be something that's coming to light or has not been yet put to light that could be a really important part of the relationship, something you might need to know, something that would impact your relationship in a big way. So not to take this Page of Swords lightly, and especially in this deck, he wields a really big sword, more than any other I've seen, and so I'm picking that up as a really big truth. Really big comment that could have been said that might have set things in a certain direction with you and your partner, or just a really big truth that might be undercover right now. The energy in the present that's right below also is the Fool, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. So when I think about what's coming to me out of that kind of present energy, and that's kind of probably more now, as I record this end of July, beginning of August. The past probably is more like, middle of August, end of August. I mean, end of July, depending on when you're looking at it, middle, end of July. but the energy of the Fool, right below the Queen of Pentacles, as well as having the energy of that Page of Swords and this truth that may not be known, and having this Five of Swords, which we often know can be the conflict card, where there's kind of no winner, but just kind of a useless sort of mental or verbal conflict. It leads me to believe that there's a possibility that your idyllic version of this relationship is a bit, maybe out of step with the reality of it at times. We even have the Nine of Cups in the bottom row of your reading, which is wishful thinking. And maybe there's an element that you really want to hold on to in this relationship that keeps it going. You maybe want to hold on to the ideal that you see. Maybe there's a little bit of rose-colored glasses involved on your end, Scorpio. You would know if that's true. And yet there are some things to be aware of. There's this truth that could be lurking. There's some conflict or mental games or mental or verbal disputes that could be lurking in this relationship. And yet, again, you can't deny there's a bond here. So I can definitely see why it could be conflicting at times and why we like to sort of see the positives over the negatives. And you got to say, like in the middle of your reading, there is that Ace of Pentacles. And I look at that as the same pentacle that you're holding in the beginning of your reading. So in the current energy, it's even bigger, it's even more focused, it's even, in the normal Ace of Pentacles sentiment, it's an offer being given to you. So you do see this as a gift. You do see your relationship as a gift. So despite what could be going on in the Page of Swords or in the Five of Swords, you still hold true to your perspective of this relationship being positive on many levels, being, a really important part of your life, and a gift. So there's no denying that. I think there's just a couple caution points in this reading. So if I go into the future and we see the Three of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Knight of Swords, in the Three of Cups energy under the Fool, I think that, again, you're very focused on celebration and the coming together. This could be somebody you haven't communicated with recently, due to maybe the falling out of, say, like the Five of Swords energy. And the Three of Cups might put forth a reunion of some point. At some point in August for the two of you, there could be a reunion involved, a celebration. It could be just a joyous event that the two of you are partaking in. So it certainly could be a celebration or a reunion with this person. And, coupled with the Nine of Cups coming next, that's foretelling positivity, wishful thinking, and, good omens around that. The energy leaving the month seems to be landing on the Knight of Swords. And, it's kind of a bit of a different sort of energy from this whole reading. Yeah, you have a little bit of the Five of Swords, banter or, maybe some conflict. But the Knight of Swords is really just very abrupt. And there's an energy of somebody abruptly leaving or abruptly charging out, not toward. So I don't know if there's, some sort of, again, sort of conflicting energy at the latter part of August for you and this person, if there's more verbal disputes, or if somebody's taking a break by just charging out to say, look, to me is almost saying like, look, I need a breather. I've got another distraction I need to run off and do. Maybe not done in the most diplomatic way, maybe not done in the most loving and caring sort of way. But, this could be you or this could be your partner. But it is feel like to me that the peaceful nature of the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles and even the Three of Cups and Nine of Cups and, of course, the Four of Wands in the recent past is being somewhat disrupted, and that maybe out of a dispute, because it falls under the Five of Swords, there could be something coming down the pike. So, tarot's all about kind of getting a heads up. Nobody's engraving this in a crystal ball. But if you're feeling like that could be something, you're walking on eggshells with a partner because you're trying to see the better, you're trying to see the good, even if at times it feels foolish, but there's something there. It's just an awareness that maybe this isn't the month to, go down on the sword for like really big battles. Maybe you need to ride the energy out of the month, unless you're looking for, a breather, because it looks like it could be coming and you need to kind of manage that with what you want. This is eclipse season in August, so it's also, there's going to be some universal element to that where the universe is going to help rid us of the people, energy, circumstances that don't serve us, whether we like it or not. So it's not that we can avoid these things. I think we can be aware not to express ourselves sometimes in ways that are just completely counterproductive. But I just believe, bottom line is, should there be a separation due to needing a breather, or, it doesn't need to be a permanent thing, but if somebody is exiting abruptly, it may just be that that's what needs to happen for the time being. So be aware of that, be aware of that and see what happens. See what you think by taking it, one step at a time, maybe not jumping off the cliff of the Fool, and still, you have opportunities to maybe make the most this month of a really cherished kind of a relationship. So, that's kind of exciting, Scorpio, and I wish you lots of luck with that. Thanks for being here, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.